We've all been there. You're desperate to sleep. The lights are out, and your brain decides this is the perfect moment to start running at top speed, churning out thoughts you don't even want. But sometimes the problem isn't inside your own head. Sometimes the source of that relentless mental energy is lying in the bed right next to you, or in this case, right above you. Meet William and Charlie. William is in the bottom bunk, exhausted and ready for sleep. Charlie is up top. The moment their mother closes the book and leaves the room, Charlie's million-mile-an-hour brain kicks into high gear, generating an endless stream of questions. This dynamic plays out in a chapter called Try Counting Sheep, written by the beloved British children's author Dick King-Smith. We are going to examine the precise vocabulary and comedic pacing King-Smith uses to take a scenario of absolute annoyance and resolve it into a quiet moment of sibling care. The friction starts the second the story ends. The boys are ordered straight to sleep. William already knows what's coming. He complains to his mother in a tone King-Smith specifically describes as moany. Their mother offers a classic strategy to quiet a busy mind. She tells Charlie to try counting sheep. She instructs him to imagine a flock of sheep and picture them finding a hole in a hedge, hopping through it one by one. This mental imagery is grounded by the hedge, a row of bushes along the edge of a field, providing a single point for the sheep to cross. The exercise relies on monotonous rhythm. The repetition is supposed to lull the brain into a state of rest. But Charlie is about to take this calming baseline and completely dismantle it. Charlie immediately rejects the premise. He points out that sheep are boring. Instead, he proposes an alternative. He'll count fleas. Specifically, fleas hopping down from his top bunk into William's bed. William reacts to this idea scornfully, meaning he shows strong disapproval and a total lack of respect for his brother's suggestion. But King-Smith introduces a brilliant piece of physical comedy here. Just hearing the word fleas makes William begin to scratch his own skin. Charlie presses his advantage, using flawless logic. He reminds William that since the animals are only imaginary, he doesn't actually need to have real fleas in order to count them. As William's scratching intensifies, he begs Charlie to pick literally any other kind of animal to count. Through the mere power of suggestion, Charlie's active imagination has created genuine physical discomfort for his older brother, significantly raising the stakes of a simple bedtime routine. Desperate to fix the situation, William recalls a nature documentary about Africa and suggests Charlie count a never-ending herd of wildebeests. He describes their visual traits: a horse's body, a cow's head, complete with horns and a beard. Charlie immediately gets hung up on the details, asking if mummy beasts have beards too, since his own mother doesn't. This leads to a phonetic breakdown. When William says wildebeests, Charlie hears it as a proper name, wildebeests. Charlie makes another logical leap. If William is a wildebeest, then he, naturally, must be a Charlie-de-beast. This dialogue-driven misunderstanding accelerates the humor of the scene. It showcases exactly how Charlie's brand of innocent logic is completely exhausting for the person trying to sleep next to him. William tries to enforce a calming rhythm. He pictures the animals plodding, which means moving slowly and steadily. He even turns on the light and pulls out an animal book, showing Charlie a picture of a gnu to ground his brother's runaway imagination in reality. He sets the scene. Thousands of beasts walking slowly past under a blazing sun, making you very, very sleepy. And for a brief moment, it works. Charlie begins to count. 1, 2, 3. But the moment he hits 20, Charlie's imagination hijacks the exercise. He starts rattling off numbers at lightning speed. Charlie explains that the wildebeest suddenly started to gallop. In his mind, a lion must have appeared, sending the herd sprinting away in a panic. The intended calming effect of a plodding herd is completely erased by the chaotic energy of them galloping away. William's purely logical plan fails because it cannot contain Charlie's highly active mind. William reaches a boiling point. The text notes he begins punching his pillow furiously, acting out of deep anger. The disruptions become physical. Charlie drops his blanket, sending his duvet whizzing, or moving very quickly, down past William's head. Then, claiming it's terribly hot in his imaginary Africa, Charlie climbs down the ladder for a drink of water, completely shattering the bedtime routine. When he returns, the psychological toll continues. From the top bunk comes a steady murmur, a soft, quiet voice that is impossible to ignore. Just as William finally begins to drift off, Charlie pauses and delivers the final straw, asking what number comes after 1,000,000. King Smith methodically layered physical disruption, the threat of imaginary predators, and relentless, inescapable noise to push William to his absolute breaking point. The stage is set for a critical choice. After Charlie asks to stop counting, something shocking happens: total silence. William lies there rigid. He is stiff, not moving a muscle, tensely waiting for his brother's next annoying question. When the question doesn't come, William cautiously climbs the ladder to peer into the top bunk. There he finds Charlie. The boy with the 1,000,000-mile-an-hour brain is finally asleep, his thumb in his mouth, completely vulnerable. At this moment, William has a choice. Instead of seeking revenge for the lost sleep, he picks up the drop duvet and carefully covers his little brother. True sibling care isn't shown when everything is easy and quiet. It's demonstrated through profound patience and responsibility, in the exact moment after you've been pushed to your absolute limits.